Hey everyone, you are watching We Had That, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Iron Knight Legion Builder from the Mythic Legions toy line. But before I start reviewing this figure, I just want to give you a quick history, a short introduction to the Mythic Legions line. The line was designed by the Four Horsemen, who are four toy designers that got their start back in the 1990s working for McFarlane Toys. Near the end of the 90s, they formed their own company outside of McFarlane Toys that did contract work for other toy manufacturers. They started working with Mattel on the relaunch of the Masters of the Universe line in 2002. That line's often referred to as the 2000X line. They also worked on Masters of the Universe Classics, and for NECA, they worked on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles line. They worked for numerous other toy manufacturers on various other lines as well. But in addition to that, they manufactured toys under their own name, under the Four Horsemen brand. And they've had several different lines of toys under that brand. But from what I've seen, the Mythic Legions line seems to be the one that's had the most success. As of this video, I believe they have over 130 different characters in the Mythic Legions line. Now, if you want to check out what characters were manufactured, which action figures are out there, there's a website called Source Horsemen, SOURCEHORSEMEN.com, and that's one of the Four Horsemen's websites that will give you information about the Mythic Legions line. From what I understand, the figures have done really well. They sell for an average starting price of about $50 and go up from there. But there are a few called Legion Builders, and this Iron Knight is one of the Legion Builders, that are a little bit less expensive and typically start at around $40. The idea being you can buy these figures with fewer paint apps, maybe fewer accessories that are cheaper to manufacture, and build up your army of figures by buying some of the Legion Builders. Now, these figures were all designed to be customized, parts to be swapped out with other figures. So you can buy several Legion Builders and set them up differently, so each figure can be slightly different from each of the other figures. But anyway, I'm going to get right into this figure, which is the Iron Knight Legion Builder. I'm going to give you a look at the box here. There is the Mythic Legions logo. And the cool thing about these packages is they're all kind of generic package. They have the same card on the back, and each one has a piece of paper that goes in the side here for the character that you're purchasing. So they've saved money by kind of creating one box for all of the figures and then just doing a custom piece here for the figure that you're buying. What's cool about these boxes is you can pull the figures out and put them right back in because they are reusable. So when people say, I have this figure in the package, it could have been taken out and put on display. You can take your figures out and put them on display, and if you decide that you want to put them back in storage, put them right back there in the package again. And I thought that was a pretty cool feature because I'm always torn over whether I should open my packages of figures or leave them in the package to keep the value up. But with these figures, it really feels like you can feel free to just open them up and take them out. Now, let's take a look at this figure. I think this is just a great figure. These shoulder pads here are one of the pieces that I was talking about before that you can add on. So the figure, when it was in the package, didn't have these shoulder pads. I put them on when I took the figure out of the package. And this belt here is another piece that can either be used as a waist belt or sort of a harness. And it's got a little slit here in the side that you can use to carry one of the swords. Now, this figure came with a short sword, a broadsword, a spear, a second head for the figure, and the belt and these shoulder pads. So even though the figures seem like they're kind of expensive, at $35 for this one, I feel like I got a pretty good deal. The articulation's great. If you're familiar with the Masters of the Universe Classics line, it's very similar. The head is on a ball joint, so it can swivel really easily. There's articulation at the shoulders, at the elbows, and the forearm and wrist rotate. The upper half of the torso and the lower half of the torso actually can be separated, and you can do some customizing there. This piece in the front comes off. The feet move here at the ankles. They have both swivel this way and this way possibilities. The knees obviously bend. You can also turn the leg at the knee and here at the hip right here. So they've got quite a bit of articulation. Size-wise, they are right in scale with the Masters of the Universe Classics figures. I'll set this down here so that there's no perspective issues. You can see that this Iron Knight is slightly shorter than Skeletor, but the Iron Knight is supposed to be a female character, so it's still in scale with the Masters of the Universe figures, just a little bit shorter than Skeletor here. Now, I've found so many of these Mythic Legions figures that I would like to pick up, but with the prices being what they are, I have just been keeping an eye out on eBay, looking on various Facebook groups, looking for sales at the online stores, and trying to keep the price as low as possible if I'm going to pick any of these up. I have some that are on their way to me right now in the mail that I picked up used at what I think is a pretty good price. And I'm looking forward to picking up more of these really awesome action figures and hopefully getting some great pictures and sharing them with you guys. Please click like on my video, leave a comment in the comment section below, share on social media, subscribe to my channel, and if you are a fan of toys, you should know about ToyLanta, one of the biggest toy shows in the southeastern United States, held annually just north of Atlanta, Georgia. Visit ToyLanta.com for more information. As always, thanks for watching.
Late night horror show. It's the Saturday midnight double feature.